What's up? I think I'm realizing that this is probably not the best time of day to make a video. One of my neighbors is mowing the yard and there's a lot of cars going by right now. But try to ignore all that. Just focus on the bike. One of the great things that I really noticed when I picked the FZ-07 to be my next bike was the fact that it makes such a great building platform. It's already a great bike. It's magnificent to ride the way it is. It handles great. It looks great. But it has so much more potential at the same time, and easily attainable potential, I'd say. What I mean by that is you can kind of shape this bike. The way I see it, you can shape this bike in a lot of different ways. Now, somebody's already made the FZ-07R. Basically, it's like a full fairing track bike. It lends itself very well to that. In Europe, supposedly they've already released the MT-07 Tracer, which is an adventure bike. For lack of a better term, it's a touring adventure bike type of thing. So, and there's, because of that, I think because of the adaptability of this bike, there's already a lot of aftermarket stuff on the market that's available you can get for these bikes. But along the same token, I think it's just as easy to make your own stuff that you can easily put on here, and whether it's stuff that is already out there that you can replicate and not pay an arm and a leg, or just create all new stuff. I've seen quite a few pictures on the internet of people making scrambler type bikes out of these. Really waiting to see a video of somebody making a scrambler bike. There's a lot of touring setups I've seen. Never seen really an adventure bike, full-blown adventure bike built out of one of these. That's kind of what I was maybe leaning towards when I got it. I don't know yet. We'll see. The more I ride this bike, the more I like it the way it is. And anyways, this is a long way around to getting to the next mod or project that I'm going to do on here, which is a grill guard. You can see I've already taken off one of the end caps for the radiator. You can get a lot of different styles and different types of radiator guards, grill guards, whatever you want to call them. With all kinds of logo type stuff on it. And I haven't really seen very many cheap, inexpensive ones. So, and something as simple as that, all you need is basically something that's going to be sturdy enough to stand in front of the radiator and deflect rocks, but then you still want something that's going to permit optimal airflow for the cooling to do its effect, to do its job. So I set off to Home Depot and started looking for materials, and It seems like whenever you're looking for something, you can never find it. I could, for the life of me, not find anything that I was picturing um, in any department, let alone, just the sheet metal or metal materials area. I finally found something though. This, um, oops, this was in like the roof vent area, kind of over by the lumber and building area. They had an area where you could get all kinds of different louvers and vents and rolls of like this screen material. This is galvanized steel. It's pretty thin, lightweight, but it's should be durable and strong enough for little rocks that get picked up. And this happened to turn out to be almost the perfect size. And having this frame around here is badass. I was thinking of trying to do that somehow myself, depending on what I found to use. But I ended up finding this, coming across this, and it was only like under $3, I think. You can maybe see the barcode right there. The SKU number is, I don't know if it's called SKU, but whatever. Barcode number is 7362231425547. If you want to look this up yourself, I was not able to find this on the Home Depot website, but I did Google that number and it did come up, ranging anywhere from like $5 to $18, I think. Like I said, I paid about $3 for it at Home Depot. Pretty sure it was $3. Anyways, it's almost the perfect height, top to bottom. Not to cover the whole radiator, but just to cover the fins. So it's going to sit on there like that, but as you can see, it's a little too long. So I need to trim it, and then I also have to figure out how I'm going to mount it. I'm probably going to employ these somehow. So that's what this video is going to be about. Putting the radiator guard on. Making a radiator guard and putting it on. But right now, I'm going to paint it black. I decided I'm not going to paint it just yet. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to attach this. I think what I'm going to end up doing, I was originally thinking of maybe cutting it off, the excess, but now the way that the tabs stick out from the radiator, I think if I just bend the excess into flanges at each end, I might not even have to cut, drill, anything like that. I might just be able to use the holes in here and the thing will fit in there snugly. I don't know, that's my plan at this point, so I'm going to wait to paint it until after I make my bends. I measured my distance in between the tabs. I have to fit inside of 13 3/8. So best way I know to do that. Measure this. I'm at just under 16. Make sure I'm getting an accurate measurement here. So I'm at right about 16. So I'm going to make a middle point mark on the width of this, and then I'm going to find halfway of the measurement I need to fit in between and measure that far out from each side from the center mark, and then make a mark there, and that should be where I make my bends. Yeah. So, got a couple pieces of scrap here. Ideally, I'd want to use some angle iron. That way it can just sit right on top of my vise here. What these are going to do is it gives me a wider straight edge for my sheet metal brake effect. It's going to support the bend all the way across so that it's nice and straight and smooth. Seems like whenever I start recording, people make noise. So, really, rush hour. The trick is to hold everything straight. Get this in there. I'm going to try to center this on the vise as well. So that it's supported equally. Most important lining up is the piece of scrap on the side that I'm going to make the bend, which is the side that I have the marks on. So the side you're seeing right now. Come on. Let me cut on here. And this is what being a perfectionist will get you. Alright. Let's go ahead and lock that in. Then I'm going to be folding that way. The trick is to get even pressure. This is so thin and light. Should be able to do this by hand. I don't know. We'll try it. Mostly I'm going to have to put pressure on these outside parts. This part would be super easy to bend. Oh yeah. Oh, it's crimping up. Left with almost a 90-degree bend, but it's pretty straight, sharp bend. Alright, let's do the other side. So here's what I'm thinking. Put this up against here, fits in between those. Line it up, centered, top to bottom. The mark alongside there, cut a slit back here so this whole thing can slide on over. Should be as soon as the side guards are screwed in, this thing will be clamped down in place. Let's try that. There it is, all notched out and flush up against the radiator. So now all I need to do to hold it down, hold it in place, put these little fasteners back on. It's resting up against the screen. So, plus these guards here have this little ridge of plastic going down the middle that actually sits right up against the mesh. When you tighten these down, gotta hurry, I'm running out of battery and storage. Plus those screws stick out past the screen a little bit, and the thing is solid. Oh, yeah, the bottom. Yeah, that'll hold in just fine. I get the other side on there, and it'll be good to go. And I'm not going to paint it. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I can always pull it off and paint it if I want. If you guys do this, you can paint yours. But yeah, that's my $3 for my FZ-07. Alright, on to the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.